Hey Glitter Critters, it's Breland here. Just in case you're one of the very few people left on Earth who doesn't know what glow up means, it basically means glow up, to go from the bottom to the top to the point of disbelief. An incredible transformation. I thought of this concept because I suffer, and I still suffer, with adult acne. And there was a time where my face literally looked like a pizza. So what exactly is acne, you may ask? Acne vulgaris is the most common form of acne. It usually affects people from puberty to young adulthood. And here's a quick rundown of how exactly acne works to destroy your skin. So your skin is filled with tiny little pores on your face at the base of every hair. If you rub your hand across your pores, this could possibly clog one with either bacteria, dead skin cells, and oil. What happens is an excess amount of oil and bacteria get mixed up with dead skin cells, and this causes a blockage in pores. It retaliates by forming this red infectious bump. At the tip of every bump is the pimple pus, which is what everybody loves to pop. I know, really gross, but I think it's pretty cool to learn this. Make sure you subscribe to become an official Glitter Critter. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be sure to link those below. Now for the story of how I glowed up from acne. There was a time when I was a young adult. I was getting pimples that would break open, bleed, and then there would be 5 more pop up before those went away. It took me a really long time to come to the realization that I had acne. Here's a clip from back in the day. I think this was 2013, when my acne really started to show its true colors. Its true red, bloody, pimply colors. Mine was a mild case. I'm sure there's a bunch of other people out there who suffer from acne who found the right product that worked, and they were able to glow up and find their clear skin underneath all of that acne like I did. And that's exactly what this entire video is about. I went through a glow up process to get my skin as nice as it looks now. I still have a lot of scars, but at least my acne isn't as bad as it used to be. And I hope that my journey with acne can, inspire you a little bit. So if you're interested in watching any of my other crazy makeup tutorials, I'll be sure to link them below. As you can see, I got back at my acne by drawing all over it with a Sharpie marker. So now let's get started. Now let's figure out which side of my face I want to have the acne on. And it's probably going to be the right side because this is the side that has the most scars. So I'm going to crank myself up with some Minute Maid Juicy Juice. I feel like a 5-year-old drinking it. And then I'm going to start out with my Ben Nye color wheel. So I'm going to be stippling the red all over my right side, and I'm sort of intensifying the scars that I already have. This is such a good base for me, and because I've seen acne so much over time, I can pretty much pinpoint exactly what it looks like, so that's what I'm doing in this video today. This is just to give the appearance of irritation, sort of like that rosacea type look. Now I'm switching to a creamy dark red lipstick. This is going to be perfect to make those spots. They're sort of like scar spots that acne makes sometimes whenever you have like a really deep acne pimple. I'm jumping back and forth between 2 different color lipsticks. One is more of a peachy tone because I want this look to have many different layers. That's how it's going to look the most realistic in the end. Also used a brush to blur the spots as well. So I moved over to brown lipstick because when you have acne, you can sometimes have dark patches, dark under eyes, and just like random dark spots on your face. And that's what I created with the brown lipstick. Next, I took this red lip liner because I wanted to accentuate the disgusting pimple scars that I still have, as well as pimples. I even put some on my actual pimples that I was having at the time. I think this really helped to give the skin that poor blood circulation, rashy, red rosacea look that I was going for, because your skin definitely does not look healthy when you have acne this bad. So I'm switching back to my Ben Nye red color, and I use this foundation brush to sort of swipe on some bigger spots of red, because I just felt like I kept doing all of this work and it just wasn't red enough. To create the purple, I dipped into the blue and the red along with a little bit of black. I even put some on a cotton ball to stipple it to make it even more realistic. And I just kept repeating these steps over and over. I definitely wanted to take this video to the extra mile and create some realistic looking pussy pimples. To do so, I took some latex based lash glue and dotted all around my face where I wanted the pimples to go. Next, I added some red lip liner around them to cause that irritation that pimples normally have. So I figured while my pimples dried, I would switch over to the other side of my face, which is gonna be the glam side, or the glowed up version of my face. For the best possible coverage, I used the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer and then mixed it with the foundation that goes with it, which is called Your Face But Better Foundation or CC Cream, and this gave me the most flawless coverage. Drawing the line down my face to separate the two looks was a bit difficult at first, but don't worry, after about, 20 minutes, I got it right. So I noticed that my pimples were dry and I decided to go back and start working on them again and defining them. Now, I did do a lot of the work off camera because, my memory card was filling up and I didn't want it to fill up all the way before I could finish this video. All I did was just repeat the same steps I had done in the beginning over and over until I got it to the perfect color, the perfect look and texture. After using a fluffy brush to blur out some of the spots that I made, I went back to the dark red lipstick. I created some blood vessels that looked as though they had bursted underneath the skin. And going back to the Ben Nye color wheel, I used the yellow and put just a dab on the tip of all the pimples to give it that pussy yellow look. I did a bit more doctoring of the pimples by using a tiny angled brush and some more of the dark lipstick, and I feathered out the dark red around them to make them look super irritated, very much like a cystic acne pimple would look like. I don't remember why I put that blob of latex on the right, don't remember, but I moved over to the left side again, the glam side, and I did my eyebrows as pretty as I possibly could. Moving on, I baked my face with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then for the eye look, the glam look, I used my MAC Cosmetics Queen Supreme palette, which has the most amazing eyeshadows I've ever used. I love it so much. Special thanks to MAC for sending me this palette. No, this isn't a sponsored video. I just really appreciate it. I'll be sure to link it below if you're interested. For the eye look, I wanted it to be super dramatic and fierce, so I used charcoal in my outer crease as well as silver on the center of my lid and on the brow bone to really give me that dramatic look that I'm going for. So then I moved back over to the acne side and I realized that my tattooed eyeliner was showing and I was like, no, I can't have any makeup on this side. So I covered it up with a little bit of concealer and then I made my waterline look really agitated. Then I bounced back to the glow up look. I'm using my favorite Urban Decay Beached bronzer to contour my cheekbones, chin, and forehead. Next, I applied this peachy blush to the apples of my cheeks, as well as my Maybelline holographic highlighter over that. I went crazy with the cat liner, and then I also added some liquid liner on top to make it super black, as well as some eyeliner to my waterline. Next, I added a bit of mascara to my lashes and these super dramatic lashes that I got at the dollar store, and they're really good lashes. They're so thick. So now that I'm finished with the eyes, I'm moving down to the lips, and I'm using this pinky nude lip liner on half of my lips, the top and bottom. And then I'm using my favorite lip color right now, which is from Urban Decay, and it's from their Lo-Fi line of lip shades in the shade Halo. It's the most beautiful pinky nude I've ever found, and it's really moisturizing. I carefully applied this with a brush and then added a bit of pink lip gloss on top to finish off the look. This is the power of Glow Up.